Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.
The character isn't complete without the right outfit, and we have some fantastical costumes for you in Rocky Horror Show. This has to be a fun show.
It is. It is a fun show. This is actually the 4th time I have costumed this show. I costumed this show 3 times at the barn. So it's a fun show, but it's one that I know really well. So in some ways it's a lot easier than other shows might be for me because I already sort of know what I'm in for.
Now, are you changing it at all?
Yeah, I am.
What have you learned throughout your experience doing this show? Obviously, you know you can do it faster, I'm assuming, but...
Yeah, although this cast is much larger than I've ever dealt with before, so that adds its own problems. You just have that many more costumes that you have to come up with. In the past, one thing about this show is you have to, just because of the movie and it's so iconic, you have to stick with some of the looks. You cannot change what Dr. Frankenfurter is going to wear. You can't change what Rocky is going to look like. You can't change Magenta or Columbia. So you can't mess with those. In this particular case, we have a woman playing Riff Raff. So we got a little different take on that. So that costume is a little bit different. So we're changing that up a little bit. As far as all the phantoms, all of the chorus, basically, it's always been, and it is in the movie and when I've costumed it before, it's kind of this traditional elements of tuxedo wear. Everybody's in heels, men and women alike, but it's elements of tuxedo wear, you know, with little bits of things that they've added, sort of a colored sash or a crazy bow tie or funky sunglasses or funky hats. I'm adding a little bit more to that and actually adding a little bit of steampunk element to it also. I've got a little bit of that formal wear stuff, but I've also got tutus and some other crazy things.
Okay, Elaine, we're down here and we're going to put a costume on, and this is the main character in the play, My Request. So yes. Who is this? What is this? Show us what's going on here.
This is Dr. Frankenfurter.
Okay.
He is a sweet transvestite.
Okay.
From transsexual Transylvania.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, first of all, we have a dance belt.
Okay. Kind of like...
I'm not sure how much you're going to like that.
Okay.
There you go.
Heard of them.
These will be your dance trunks.
Okay. Wore those back in the 70s when I played a little YMCA basketball.
Then you have a garter belt.
Wore this last Saturday night. No, kidding. I kid. Interesting.
Then you have fishnet stockings.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Then you have your corset, your stylized corset.
Okay. Which
is
is like
in the back.
A vest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have fingerless gloves.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You have your fabulous pearl necklace.
Awesome. That is fabulous.
Your hair.
Finally got some again.
And your shoes.
And I've never worn shoes like that. I've never worn shoes with a heel like that. So
well, that should be interesting.
I'm excited. Let's do it. Now, when you start a show, in this case, you know what the costumes are for the most part, but having no idea, where do the materials come from? Is it on hand here? Do you have to do personal sewing? Do you have to contact other theaters?
One thing I will tell you is we have a small theater department here. You're looking at the entire costume staff right here. That's me. So, yes, I have to get the materials, I have to make the patterns, I have to sew them, I have to fit them, I have to clean them. So I do all of it.
But that's an arduous process. I mean, how many hours are we talking about?
Oh, if you... I don't like to count that up because it's kind of insane. I've been doing it for such a long time that I'm pretty efficient at it. And it does depend on the show. As I said, this one's a pretty big one, but the nice thing about this one is I don't have to make that many things. There are a lot of things that I can acquire and sort of modify or decorate or that sort of thing. So this one is somewhat easier. Some of the period shows that we do, I got to make everything because I can't go down to the, 1820 store and buy costumes. So So I make a lot of things, and we have a pretty substantial costume stock here, so I can pull from that. And if I really get in a bind and I need something that is going to be difficult for me to come up with or run out of time or something, or I know that another theater has something, I have relationships with the Civic and with Western on occasion, so I can go to other theaters, and I try not to do that because it often puts them in a bind because they're usually super busy with the show that they're working on, and the last thing they want to do is help me costume my show. So, but I have that as an other resource.
Woo! Come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. Oh, I see you shiver with...
Don't dream it, be it.
But maybe the rain is really too low.
This is a long ride. I don't know how to get out.